The California Raisins was a TV ad campaign that began in 1986 until 1994. In 1984, the California Dancing Raisin was introduced by the California Raisin industry marketing staff to increase the awareness and demand for California raisins. The concept was originally created by advertising firm Foot, Cone and Belding for a 1986 Sun-Maid commercial on behalf of the California Raisin Advisory Board, when one of the writers, Seth Warner, came up with an idea for a new raisin commercial. One creator said, "We have tried everything, but Dancing Raisins singing I Heard It Through the Grapevine," the 1968 song popularized by Marvin Gaye, was an instant hit. The cost to develop the first animated and tested 30-second commercial was $300,000. It used singer and musician Buddy Miles as the vocalist for the soundtrack Heard It Through the Grapevine, which was originally recorded by Marvin Gaye. The groovy, sunglass-wearing raisins were clay animation created by Will Vinton Studios. The first commercial was such a success, the president of the music label Priority Records decided to give the fictional characters a real shot at a music career. The label hired musicians to produce the music and vocals for the Raisins in a 4-album run on the label. The band's signature tune, Grapevine, charted the Billboard Hot 100, and its full-length music video was aired on MTV and VH1. 2 of their albums featured other Motown hit covers, went to platinum, so the big guns were now hired to get the grapes to the higher stratosphere. Ray Charles and Michael Jackson would join the Raisins to sing their own versions of Grapevine and appeared as claymations of themselves. In fact, Michael Jackson agreed to do the commercial for free with the condition that he only work with Vinton, who he knew from their work on Captain EO. Michael Jackson helped create his own claymation raisin with his signature single white glove and fedora. The success was so big that the company started to capitalize on merchandise in the image of the Raisins characters. Lunchboxes, t-shirts, costumes, figurines were created. Even a Nintendo game came to life. Fan clubs started to appear across the land, and the Raisins got their own comic books. The commercials were produced by Vinton Studios using their claymation technique, with character designs by Michael Brunsfeld. The following year, the Raisins appeared in the Emmy Award-winning A Claymation Christmas Celebration, singing the Christmas carol Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. On November 4th, 1988, CBS aired a primetime television special called Meet the Raisins. The musical mockumentary was again created by Vinton Studios and was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award. It also gave the band members individual names and roles: AC for vocals, Bebop for drums, Stretch for bass, and Red for guitar piano. A Saturday morning cartoon series, The California Raisin Show, debuted the following year, but lasted only 13 episodes. While cel-animated by Murakami Wolf Svensson, it maintained Will Vinton's creative direction. A sequel to the original CBS special aired in 1990 under the title The Raisins Sold Out, The California Raisins 2. This special saw the Raisins hiring a new manager with the goal of making a comeback. Perhaps the most memorable piece of California Raisins merchandise, however, came in the form of a small, non-posable California Raisin figures. The Hardee's restaurant chain offered these as part of a promotion for its cinnamon and raisin biscuits. Different collections were produced in 1987, 1988, 1991, and finally in 2001, the latter adding Carl's Jr. due to the late 1990s acquisition of Hardee's for their new stylization. Although popular with the public, the California Raisin campaign eventually failed because its production costs the raisin growers almost twice their earnings. CalRab, the organization who made the campaign, was also closed on July 31st, 1994, due to disagreements with raisin producers over the fairness of required payments to the organization. Since 1994, the legacy of that storied ad campaign lives on. At media events in the 2000s, the character was received with overwhelmingly positive response and fond memories. But with nostalgia and collectors, the California Raisins have become an 80s pop culture icon. In 2015, a plan to reboot the California Raisins was in talks with the creation of a movie. But those plans never came to life. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks.